Hi, today I want to talk to you about something that's called trompe-l'oeil. It means fool the eye. And to do that, I am going to shrink myself down here and show you a couple of photographs and things so that you understand what trompe-l'oeil means. The Greeks were very skilled painters. Supposedly, they were the ones that first painted in what's called trompe-l'oeil, and it's a French word which means fool the eye. It is an art technique that uses realistic imagery to create an optical illusion that depicted objects exist in 3 dimensions, meaning you have an object drawn on a surface and it looks just like the real object. So for example, this is a painting that was done in 1699 by Everett Collier, and it's called Trompe-l'oeil with writing materials. This is a trompe-l'oeil painting. So they're not real objects. It is not a photograph of leather straps with all this stuff stuck into it. It is a painting of it, and they pulled it off to look that real. Here's another one. Okay, it's not a photograph. This is a drawing of a drawing. So someone drew the wood panels, painted it, okay, drew the piece of paper with the little wax stamp that's holding it up and drew the illustration on it. The entire thing is not a photo. This is a mural on the side of a building, and the illusion is that it looks like it has a hole in it, and you can see inside the hole to the columns. They're not really there. It is an illusion of trompe-l'oeil. So they exist everywhere. People try to do it in homes to make it look like there's a door that's opening when there's not a door there, or that a snake is coming out of a building, okay? It is painted on the side of the building. Or here's one that's painted on the side of an entire house, okay? So you're gonna have an assignment to do, and we're just gonna call this notebook paper of trompe-l'oeil. You're gonna write a simple message on a piece of paper. Draw a doodle too. You're gonna fold it in an interesting way, glue it down on paper, glue it into your sketchbook, and on the opposite page, draw and color exactly what you see. You're going to upload your photos to Schoology. So, for example, here are some. This is a drawing that was done of notebook paper on top of colored paper. And another one. And another one. Another one. And another one. Okay? So let me minimize my screen and go over here to my supplies under the camera. So what do you need for this? You need a piece of notebook paper, okay? You can tear it out of a spiral, that's fine, but you do need to get yourself a piece of notebook paper. I gave you 3 different colors of construction paper here, okay? I don't know what colors you have. It could be pink and purple and green. Anyway, I happen to have blue, yellow, and green. And you're going to need your sketchbook. Okay, you're going to open up to a new page of your sketchbook. In fact, I would flip over a page or 2, okay, so that you're not using the inside of this. You're also going to need your colored pencils, okay, to do this. Now, what you have to do is make sure that you have a colored pencil that comes darn close to matching one of your papers. So I happen to have blue paper. I don't have a purple colored pencil. I have like a red-violet color, but I don't have that color paper. I do have yellow, and I do happen to have green. So I can go with any of these, okay? I'm partial to green. I'm going to go with the green. So I'm going to take a green piece of construction paper. I am right-handed, so I'm going to glue this to my left page. So with a glue stick, okay, I'm going to stick glue all over the back of this, and I'm going to glue it in my book. If it hangs out and bugs you, you can take a pair of scissors and trim off the extra. And I don't blame you if you do that. Another thing that you could do to make this more interesting is cut the whole thing a little bit smaller. I'm cutting off about 1 inch on each side, not really measuring, just kind of eyeballing it. Okay? And I'm going to lay that there. Okay? That is where I'm going to glue it down. I'm actually holding off on the glue, and I'll show you why here in a minute. So I'm holding off on my glue. Then, on my piece of paper, which I just lost under my camera, oh, here it is. Okay, my piece of notebook paper. I'm going to do something creative with this. Well, I could take it and ball it up in a wad, like this, glue it down, and then draw it over on the right. Now the problem with doing it too difficult is you have to deal with these shadows and all the cracks. Now if you want an awesome grade and you're up for a challenge, you can try that, okay? Another thing that you could do, you could fold a paper airplane, okay? So you could fold an airplane, I don't know if you know how, folding it in half and folding it again and folding it again, okay? Flip it over, same thing. You could do origami, okay? I'm not doing a very good job, I'm trying to hurry. These videos limit me on my time, so I have to kind of be quick. Okay, so there's a plane, okay? I could use that for my project. I could just take the piece of paper and randomly fold it. Go with that. I could write a message in here. Dear Mrs. Cheney, this is my favorite class. You are awesome. Love me. Okay, you could write a message. It could be a Dear John letter. It could be a poem. It could be a drawing. It could be a doodle. And then when I fold this, look how much really shows. Maybe I should adjust this so that more of my drawing shows, or more of my writing assignment shows. Okay? I could do something like that. The point is, whatever you do, okay, you're challenging yourself here. You're going to draw exactly what you see and color on this side of your paper. Exactly. If you are left-handed, do yourself a favor, glue it on this side and do your drawing on the left so that you're not bumping the spiral. If you're right-handed, put it on this side, draw on the right. Okay? So now, to make this even simpler, let's take your green piece of paper first. Let's lay it over here. You really can't see that under the camera. Let's trace it before I glue my paper down. So, okay, that's my green shape. You can't see that pencil line on the camera. There it goes. If I turn on my light. Any better? Nope. Okay, then let's say I'm going to glue it like this, hanging off a little bit. Okay? So if I'm going to have it hanging off a little bit, I'm going to do the best I can to do the same way over here, hanging off a little bit. And I'm going to trace this to get it to fit on my paper. Whoops, went out of the lines. Okay, again, trying to hurry for the sake of video so that I'm not boring you. The last thing I would do is glue this down. My holes. Okay, so I've got an outline and I've got some holes. I could open this very gently and do something like this. So are we cheating? Yeah, we're cheating. Okay. I could make little marks where my blue lines go. Okay, you know, use some problem solving, basic problem solving skills to figure this out. Okay, same here. I could open this back again, trace, I'm gonna mark where my little lines go, okay, to make my life a little bit easier. Got one more to do. Let's go something like this. Circle, there's a pink line, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I have a basic outline of what I'm going to glue over here. That's really going to save me time, okay? So now the next thing to do would be to add all the blue lines. So now I need my blue colored pencil and I need the straight edge that I gave you, that piece of cardboard strip. I forgot to grab it before I got under the camera. You've got a piece of cardboard strip that you can use as a straight edge, okay? So you can lay it on there. I'm using this green piece of paper that I cut off, and draw your blue lines. Okay? I think you get the point. 1, 2, 3. I need one more. Okay? Looking off of the blue lines on this side. And then it's got a hot pink line. I have a pink pencil. Mine looks kind of red, the color paper I have. And I have a red line right there. Okay? So now it's starting to look like notebook paper. I have to do the same thing in here. Like maybe it would be smart to move this over here and make little marks. Okay? And draw those lines in the inside. Make little marks, draw those lines on the inside. Okay? So that you're accurate. Now, then after you have the lines with a normal pencil, I would write, Dear Mrs. Chitty, this is my favorite class, da da da, you are awesome, love me, okay, to match exactly what is on the other side. Last thing I have to do would be to color. I can see the little green dot through here, so this would be green. Now I know my colored pencil isn't going to match exactly, but I can get darn close. The background is all green, okay, you get the point, you would color all that in as well. Okay, now I do have a darker green pencil. Maybe I should do some mixing. Oh, much better. Matches a little bit better. Now there's something else that we're forgetting here. Do you see this shadow? Okay, you're gonna have to put that in too. So when I color this side green, I'm gonna have to take a black colored pencil or press harder with my green colored pencil to put that shadow in there. Okay, that's really important. You're not seeing that under the camera. That's really important that I have that shadow in there after I color this the green color. Okay, where else is there shadows? I see one here. So I'm going to use my number 2 pencil and I'm going to shade in my little shadow here and probably smear it a little with my finger. Or you can use the blending stump in your bag. We'll get into blending stumps later. But the key here is that they look exactly the same. Wait, stop. What's important that we forgot to do? We forgot to take a picture. Okay, so taking a picture, sorry, I was playing a game. Taking a picture from up above. I'm going to try to get both of them in my photograph. Okay, so that in my photo I have both. And then I'm going to finish it. Okay, and then I'm going to keep going. So make sure you remember to take a photo halfway through. Load both to your Schoology page to turn this in. I want to show you some awesome things that people have done over the years. I found some old sketchbooks. These sketchbooks are huge. I don't know if I can fit them under the camera. They use paint. Is that going to focus? Okay, this is the final product. I can't find the actual page where they used red paper and then they drew a crane and they shaded it. It is not showing up very well on the camera. There we go. And there's cast shadows as well. Are they showing up? Kind of. The glossy paint is even coming out a different color. There's some shadows in here. Okay, that's another one someone did. And then this student did a piece of paper that says, I'm not in danger, I am the danger. Okay, that's what they did. And then we used paint in class, and he had trouble matching his colors, but that's what he drew from the actual sketch. Okay, so I was trying to explain to you what's expected, and I'm getting ready or getting really excited to see what you guys have got.